To most in Australia, football is just about the quarterback and YouTube highlights. But that's all bullshit. Football is about loyalty, camaraderie, and family. The Croydon Rangers is one of the oldest teams in Gridiron, Victoria. Started in 1984 when the Monash Vipers moved from Monash University to Croydon, which became one of the founding members of the Victorian Gridiron Football League. Today, the Rangers are renowned for its legacy of successful players and its strong brotherhood.
The reason I play football, I think I've always enjoyed it. I think I enjoy the physical aspects of the game. It's sort of what they call a contact game of chess. So you you have to be physical, but you also have to be pretty smart to play the game. I just love the overall sort of aggression and being able to go out in the field every day and sort of legally hit somebody hard and not get in trouble for it. So what I did before it, I actually played Aussie rules. Played that for about 10 years or so, and just got sick of playing Aussie rules. Thought, give Gridiron a shot.
Like most people, I played Aussie rules and cricket growing up. Played that, right until I was sort of 16, 17. Saw an ad for Gridiron, and growing up locally in the area, thought I'd go down and give it a go. A couple of years later, thought, I really love the sport, going to stick at it. Quit footy, quit cricket, just stayed exclusively with Gridiron and been playing ever since.
I played Aussie rules until I was about 15, and then I started playing American football because a friend of mine played it. I found that it was good for all different body sizes, and at the time I was probably this size and I was 14. So I came down here, and they utilise strength where other sports that I've found in Australia don't really. So, yeah.
When I play for Croydon, why I still play for Croydon is practically because everyone here just treats you like an equal, like you're practically their little brother. And just being playing just for 3 years, it's definitely something you want to have.
Mainly because it was my local club, but after playing for a couple of years, you really come to understand the club and what's important to it, and what it means to the other people in it. And I can't imagine being anywhere else. I could live. I've moved. I could live next door to another club. I'd still keep coming back to Croydon. Got friends here for life, and I think that's the most important thing.
I live locally. I've came down and watched the guys play a few times. Thought it was a really good club, really good environment, so I decided to come down.
Well, originally when I first came down to Croydon as a junior, as a 16-year-old, I had a friend from primary school who was playing, so he was the one who convinced me to come down and actually play. Even though I was closer actually to the Merrick Miners, who are in Denver Hills, so I was living in Roval at the time. But I just thought having somebody here, knowing somebody at the club would help my transition into the game a little bit easier. So yeah, that's why I came to Croydon.
The value that Croydon has is mateship. We do everything for each other. It's all about the team. Nobody is before the team. Team is always first. And the off-field, all the things we do, the group stuff we do, it's really all about that family environment, feeling a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
With the club, loyalty is a humongous value that we actually share, and brotherhood. So there's a lot of people, I guess, around the community that don't have that. And coming to Croydon, you're automatically someone's brother, automatically someone's mate. It's been like that since I came when I was 14. And it keeps us coming back every single day, it keeps us coming back.
Some values I've picked up from American football and being down at the club, I think, because I came to the club quite young as a 16-year-old, so I didn't have too many values set at the time. So I think responsibility and being accountable, sort of on and off the field, being a part of this club for so long, you sort of, learn a bit of responsibility of how to be a leader and how to sort of, take care of your teammates on and off the field. Working as a team as well. I think Gridiron is a great sort of sport to give players and people, participants, opportunity to really work as a team, because I feel like Gridiron, to me, is the true ultimate team sport, because unlike AFL, where you have your Gary Abletts and Dane Swans who rack up 30-odd possessions a game and can turn a game on its back, you sort of got in Gridiron, if you got 2 or 3 blokes who don't know what they're doing out there, you're actually going to struggle, and the team will struggle if you say got 2 or 3 blokes not being able to do their job.
It's been really helpful for my leadership. I was a really, really shy person coming out of high school. I didn't really talk to people very often, and you're kind of forced to do it, especially playing offensive line. You know, you've got to be cohesive with the other 4 people on the line, and it's really important to be able to communicate. And I actually became the most veteran person on our offensive line, so it was kind of important for me to learn leadership as well. It's really helped me with that.
My favourite moment in football was when my team won the Junior Vic Bowl with my friends. It was a really great day and probably the best experience I've ever had in my life.
It's hard to split two. One is our 04 Vic Bowl Championship, where we started the season pretty poorly. We were 2-2 and then stormed home to win every game from there, including the grand final. But the other one would have to be the 2006 semi-final. We went in as huge underdogs against the Western Crusaders, playing the game down in Frankston of all places. We didn't start that well, but the team rallied, really pulled together and pulled out an outstanding win over a long-standing rival. And just watching them implode and start arguing with each other as we started to win was extremely satisfying.
There've been a few, the premierships, 04 and 05, the junior premierships before that. Getting into the finals, massive wins, biggest stop, probably the Crew in 2006, I think, the comeback in the semi-final to get through the grand final. We came back from about 16 points down in the last quarter to win. Went through the grand final. That's probably the biggest moment of Croydon. But yeah, so that and also the game against the Buccaneers where I made 3 sacks. Gave myself some high fives.
Yeah, so my favourite gridiron moment, I've got a couple because I've been playing for a little while. So definitely the 2004 Vic Bowl, which we won when I was about 19 years old. That's definitely a memory that has stayed with me throughout the long years of not actually being able to win a final. Nominations to the Australian team, playing for the Australian team. Again, I think those really stick with me as achievements that I'm actually really proud of. And just being around the club, I think the whole sort of time I've been here, the club's been fantastic. It's sort of ingrained itself in my life. So, stoked to be playing still.
My favourite moment in football was representing Australia in Sydney.
Never. No. Could never. Sorry.
Absolutely not. I've already travelled like 2.5 hours to get here, and I could be playing one right near my house, but there's no way I can change teams at this point.
No, not in Victoria.
No. I would rather quit the sport.
Short answer is no. Long answer is I'd probably go find a mixed netball team to play for or something.